Everyone, this is Jamesrise, gonna bring you, special ladies and gentlemen, a new video today. And today we are going to go on the topic of dating. I made a video recently about being single. I also mentioned that I've been on a few dates since I've been single for like almost 3 years. I just wanted to go over the recap of how my dating life has been and why it's a kind of a struggle for me to go on dates versus the past where it was very much different. So let's start in the past, shall we? I think everyone who's old enough in the past, they had this, maybe it's just me, but in the past, like, you find someone you like, you're like, damn, she's hot, or damn, he's hot, whatever it might be. For me, it was always like, okay, she's attractive, she has some qualities I like, let's go on a date, and then we go on another date, and then we end up starting a relationship, like boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it might be. It goes well, and then, you start learning the person, and then you start realizing that person, and then you figure out that you two may or may not have the most in common. Or maybe you two both have a lot in common, but things just don't gel out. That's what's happened to me. I've always jumped into a relationship back in the day, and like, I like that person. I think it was a sense of me just trying to have someone to chill with, have fun times with, spend time with. I don't think I really analyzed that person in the way of getting to know them to see if they're a true match for me. I just based it on if they're attractive, they like me. I mean, we're cool, we have good energy together, but I believe it has to be much deeper than that for a true connection. And that, I believe that's why I've been single for so long, because I haven't found that true connection. I've been holding back and, dating people, going out and people, not having the most things in common, maybe just not really gelling, just not seeing a future, because I don't really want to start a relationship right now in my life if I don't really see a deep future. I don't want to mess around just a few months and that be over. That's just a waste of time for me. I'm in it for the long haul. Even if something happens, I want that experience to mean something to me, to have an impact in my life in a positive way, or just be a great learning experience. I don't want to jump at something, know it's not going to end well, we don't have a lot in common, I don't want to get in fights, and I just don't want to deal with drama. So I avoid things when I see red flags. When red flags pop up, I tend to push away. Whether they're being shady, or maybe they just don't like things I do, or they're complaining about that I don't have enough time for them. I'm always busy, like I said before. Workouts take a lot of my life, making videos, having my workout classes, trying to squeeze in art, like those things I have to do for myself, food prep, eat healthy, stuff like that, and try to keep myself sane with all that craziness that happens week in and week out. I also need like some me time. It's hard to find someone who understands that. I think a lot of people may or may not have this, like, are dependent on somebody. They want someone to hang out with a lot of times during the week. They want someone to like sleep over, have a good time, be there all the time, and I just don't have that to spare. Because I know if I did that, if I just had my workouts, ate well, and then didn't really spend time for me when I had some alone time and I spent it with someone else, it would drive me crazy. Because it did in the past, and I don't think it makes me the best person that I could be if I'm not using all my assets to my full potential. If I'm not creating, if I'm not thinking of different ideas, rather than just being delved into a situation where I feel like I'm with this person, yes, but what are we doing together? Are we growing together? Or are we just plateauing together? Are we thinking of great ideas that we can move forward in our lives? Thinking of ideas that we could make some more money? Think of great ideas that we could impact more people in a positive way? Or are we just bullshitting around watching Netflix, or just hanging out, shooting shit, and not doing really something productive? There's a time and place where you guys can chill. That's perfectly fine, but I believe together there should be a positive influence in growing together, growing strong together, and not just hanging out with one another because you enjoy each other's time. Because I need more than that. And I think that's been my issue when I've been on these dates and just trying to dissect someone. Maybe that's a flaw that I've gained over the years in trying to dissect someone, seeing their true morals, their being, and being trying to get a relationship. What do they want out of a relationship? What do they want? Do they just me to be there, to be with them, or do they want me to be there for them, to help them grow, to help build them up, and so we could both build each other up? Like, what are their true intentions? I think that's what goes through my mind when I've been on dates with people. I've met some great people. There's some girls that I've met that are awesome, but they happen to live a little bit too far away, and that's not the best, and usually doesn't work out. Distance, especially for me being so busy, it's hard for me to get away, especially if they're in another state. It's hard and it sucks, but that's how life is. And maybe one day I can have some more free time, and that's what I'm shooting for, because I need some time, build a business. I'm shooting to grow it, to get some partners with me so they can help teach my classes, me being the sole overlooker of everything, and also helping being a major part of it, but also growing it together, and get some people I trust to help lead classes and help lead my clients into a place where I would want them to be, and have the same emotion and drive that I do to see these people I train to succeed in life, to succeed, to hit their goals. So dating. It's a crazy one, and it's often I think about all the old times. If I go on a date with somebody, it's like, do I have to, if I don't really like the person? There's been dates that I've been on people where, if I'm using like a Tinder app or something like that, and we might Snapchat here and there, because you always got to Snapchat people before you meet them. Meet them in a public place. Make sure they're legit. You're not getting catfished. So make sure that happens. But I've been on dates where I've Snapchat with somebody, we texted a lot, and I go to the date to go out on dinner, and they don't really look like the person they were. I mean, we had a good time. We really didn't have a lot in common. The check came, and she just looked at me, so I was like, I'll take it, and I never talked to her again. I never talked to her because I didn't feel a true connection. I'll take the hit. It was good food, all vegan, so I enjoyed it. She spent her time with me. We didn't really gel, and I got out of the house, went to a new place I haven't been before, so I enjoyed that experience. But as far as the date goes, to her, I definitely didn't talk to her ever again, because I didn't feel that connection. She was cool, she was awesome, but I just didn't feel that the energy connection like I would with someone I would go on a date with over and over. But maybe it's just me just being just too picky. I have to be now. I need to be. If I don't be picky, then I'm just gonna end up where I was in the past, and brokenhearted, and trying to put too much of my time into something that I know it's not gonna go anywhere, and I can't do that. Dating. For now on, I'm never going to do dinner dates ever again. It's going to be something in nature. It's going to be somewhere public, maybe just outside a park, maybe grab like a tea or something. But not. And I'm not going to put myself in a situation where I am sitting across from someone, putting food in my mouth, and just worried about when that check comes, how is she going to react? Maybe she may react well and say, could I offer? And I'll be like, no, I got you. But at least offer. But that's the video from the past. So So no like dinner dates. I want to connect with someone with no food there. I would like to know what they eat and what they like, but I could talk to that. We could have that conversation while doing something else. And I think that's how first dates should be for a lot of people. Bump movies. Don't go to a movie because you're not even really talking to each other the whole time, or probably 90% of the time. And dinner dates are kind of weird, and you guys are putting food in your mouth half the time, so don't do that. Try to go somewhere that's different. They haven't been before. Maybe go to the beach. Maybe go to the park. Maybe go to grab a tea or coffee or something. Or go explore somewhere that you haven't been, so you get to have that experience with someone you're getting to know, and you haven't been to that place before. So it's a new experience for both of you guys. So that's what I'm gonna start doing if I do go on a date anytime soon or in the future like that. I'll tackle that way. I think I haven't tried that, so I can't knock it. Going on dinner dates, going some places, it just doesn't turn out well for me as of recently, so I'm not going to do it. I want to get to know someone on a mental, spiritual, and physical way, not surrounded by food, not to a movie, but just out and get to know someone from the inside out that way. Dating. Is there anything else dating crazies that I've been to? I don't think so. Like I told you guys in the past, dating's been crazy, and the experience I've been through that, I think I went through the single video, where I talked about why I'm single. But dating's crazy. It's always been in the past, but it's definitely different now for me. I've grown older. I know what I want. I got to be picky, because I think that's what's best for me. Because I'm not gonna go into the past, like go into a relationship or go into just a date and just thinking that I want to date this person. I want to have a relationship with this person. That's out of the picture. I'm just there to, as an individual, as a friend, and trying to get to know this person to see if there could be a true friend with me. Because at the end of the day, I want a best friend as my partner in this climb we call life. I don't want just another person. I want a true partner. I want an individual. Because I think that's what's going to help me grow in what I am trying to achieve, and I can help them, push them up, and see that they deserve so much more than what they are doing now. And that's for both of us. I think everyone deserves the most and the best out of life. It has to be that way, right? Yeah. So dating, that's pretty much dating for me in a nutshell. It was crazy in the past. It was just jumping to relationships. I think it's a learning experience. Early dating on like high school, stuff like that. Maybe kids are dating like in middle school now. I've had some offers in middle school, but I never really pushed it. I think I had one girlfriend in middle school. I ditched her most of the time because I had no idea what a relationship was back then. She was cool. It was kind of forced. This is my first relationship. Her name was Amy. Awesome girl, pretty. We like rode the bus together back in middle school. I think I was in 7th grade, 6th or 7th grade, maybe 8th, 7th or 8th. Let's say one of those two. We rode the bus together. She like lived close by. We were just friends. We just had we had like the Game Boy. And there's like a connector. We could give it to someone else's Game Boy. You could play Mario, and you guys could play like 2 players on that. And that's what we did. It's like good friends. She was cool. Didn't think anything about that. I wasn't really looking to a relationship. Still growing up, trying to figure out things. And I really haven't kissed a girl either. So it was just like, it was crazy. But it was kind of forced on me because she ended up liking me, and then she told her friends, and then her friends told me that she was interested in me. I think through notes back then. We didn't have kids my age back then. Didn't have cell phones, so people were texting. People were sending notes. Does that make me sound old? Maybe, but that's how it happened. I didn't get my first phone until like high school when I was like 16 or something. 16, 17. So that's when phones started really popping. That's when you saw more people, and that's where the Razor phones were coming out hot. So me in middle school, I didn't have a cell phone. So people passed notes and they said, "Do you like her? Do you want to go out with her?" I remember they forced us two together, me and Amy, or Amy and I, to, like, they crowded us, like her friends, like got all of us together. I think we had like band class together. She played, I want to say she played the flute and I played the saxophone, and so both like wind instruments, um, woodwind instruments. Well, wind instruments like flutes and wood, but they forced us together. I asked her out. It was definitely awkward. We hugged, and I mean, we just hung out for a little bit. We hung out on the bus. We sat together. It wasn't anything crazy. It was just very weird. It was a weird relationship, so I don't really count that as my first relationship, because I didn't see her most of the time. You know, for summer I went to on a trip, so I didn't like see her during the summer, and I didn't really talk to her. So we ended up just like breaking up or whatever. But I remember down the road when I lived up in Gainesville, we like reconnected, we talked. It was just a good time. She's a cool person, and it's crazy. But that's the beginning of all my relationship. Maybe that scarred me somehow, but my next relationship was more like getting to know, and then the relationship after that is like I was really gelling and understanding, and then the relationship under that, it was just like it's all a growing process. You got to go through it. Been through a lot of relationships, I guess. Maybe not that much, maybe 5 or 6. Two long ones, and that's about it. But it made me into the person I am and understanding what I really want. And I thank the energies, I thank everyone. I've been on that path and went through those experiences, those relationships, and met those beautiful women that I did date. Maybe minus a few because they were tricks, but I'm not going down that road. It was an experience, and I thank everyone for it because it helped me grow up. It helped me understand relationship. Helped me, like kiss better, do the deeds better, and it's all an experience. It's all growing. So I can't knock it. I appreciate those fine women, and I can't wait to see what the future holds. And definitely gonna pick a great one because I have to. I have no other choice. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. It was a bit of a long one. Stay rising, stay risen, and make sure you're finding the best one that you can. Don't just go to the first person that likes you, because usually it's not going to end up great. Find someone who you truly connect with, and when you go on dates, ask them questions that would mean something to you. Maybe would you go here with me? Would you consider doing this? See if they have the same interests as you. If they don't, and they have a lot of negativity towards your goals and views, don't go after that. Even if they're smoking hot, don't waste your time. You're just gonna get heartbroken, and you're gonna feel like you failed. Don't do it. It'll be a learning experience. Maybe do that once or twice as you're climbing up, but once you realize what you need, don't play those games anymore. Alright guys, this has been Jamesrise. Stay risen, stay rising. Until next time.